You ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me
A minute early.
Oh, just
Jerk
let
off.
me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Oh, just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcasting now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy C. Shot for the point. Got Jeff here on the point, and the rest of the SFTP team. Vault,
Hey.
a rare pin. Where's Comrade? He's not coming.
I never know. I never know what Comrade's
I
doing.
wanted my N-word pass. Damn it!
I'll go DM.
You tell him to come on. I did everybody, didn't I?
Yeah,
I miss him.
yeah.
I miss him. He's working so hard in school. He's gonna become a doctor, or else all schmucks will. Well, I'll be doing this more than likely. Long after I should have done it. Kind of like Michael Rapaport.
Hey.
Acting like it's 1998 and he's like 30 or 29 years old. It's long over. Here's what I was gonna do.
Does he have the N-word pass?
Yes, of course he does. He
He was in a Spike Lee movie. He definitely does.
Yeah, he's a Spike Lee movie, and he was really, really upset about Charlottesville.
All right, cool. Well, he's got it. He's got it.
He's got it. He can say whatever.
And Ari Shaffir. And he was
likes.
really upset at Ari Shaffir as well for the Kobe Bryant comment.
Who? Who made the Kobe Bryant comment?
After Kobe Bryant died, Ari Shaffir made a joke, and it went viral. And Michael Rapaport.
Well, I'll give him that one. That's kind of you got to.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You gotta wait that one. You gotta wait on that one. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Ari is Ari even still working after that comment? Because like,
oh yeah, Ari survives. Ari survives everything.
Ari survives. We gotta give him a chalk off our balls. But here's the thing about that. You know, like the death jokes right after the deaths. I can't. You know, if you're making jokes about Helen Keller, it's like, what, too soon? Yeah. You know, but if Helen Keller's alive, then that's funny. You know, it's not. It's just kind of hateful. Yeah, but I mean, his daughter died on that one. Come on, man.
He didn't know. In his defense, he didn't know that part.
Oh, he didn't know at the time?
Yeah, he didn't know when he made the joke.
But like all right, like America's hero just died in a plane crash. This is my moment.
Ari Shaffir really hated the Lakers, I guess.
Yes. And Shaq, too. All right, everybody. It's an Easter show. I purposely kind of... here was my plan, right? I was going to, like, internet bullying live. And I really wasn't going to do that. What I was going to do, I was going to talk about Bunty King a little bit. But I wasn't going to bully him. And now I'm so mad at Michael Rapaport. These guys got me so pumped up. I think I'm just gonna bully Michael Rapaport. I don't think he counts as a YouTuber, you know, or a content creator. And so I pretty much can say what I want about.
Yeah, he might
him.
lawyer up on you, Tommy. So be careful.
He very well could, because that's what all tough guys from Brownsville do.
That's right.
They lawyer up.
That's what Tyson did.
He's a tough guy. Michael Rapaport, at least for me, has been the guy that it's like speaks for all white people and lectures white people, right? Like half the white people in the world don't even know what he's fucking talking about anyway, right? And I'm one of the few the unfortunate to kind of know what he's talking about all the time, because he thinks everybody lives in his world. And you know, I don't know. This is fucking crazy. I don't like to be told what to do as an ethnicity. All right, you know, so go fuck yourself. Stick it up your fucking herpes-laden ass. All right, you probably got a two-hole.
Period. So I mean,
oh God. So Mr. Street Guy, and he's been pretending to be a street guy for as long as I can remember. All right, because he was like this Gen X actor. Now he's an old wrinkled up white man in his 50s. Talking about, did he say he was going to punch Kevin Durant in the face?
I have a screenshot.
Motherfucker couldn't reach Kevin Durant. That guy's as big as the Undertaker.
Kevin Durant's 6'10".
He's 6'10". That's like Undertaker and Kane. You gonna punch Kevin Durant? Get the fuck out of here. You could load up Michael Rapaport with like 12 throwing knives, and guess who's coming out on top of that fight? Get over yourself. I mean, Jesus Christ, give him a bazooka.
Check your DMs, Tommy. I sent you a screenshot.
Let me see this horse shit. God, what a douchebag. Oh man. Oh, this is what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Well, I mean, he went.
Oh, this is what Durant says. This is the combo back and forth.
Easy Money Sniper. I like that name. I like that. That's pretty freaking cool. All right, I'll show everybody this horse shit. Here we go. Left my ass off. Why are you deleting your messages? The message where I called you a bald bitch. Well, that was creative, Michael. You can only get that kind of insult from Hollywood. Or when I told you I'm gonna break your fucking jaw. Get the fuck out of here. Get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of yourself. Now I do understand that that Durant's been going in on his wife and stuff, but I don't know. I figure he's a street guy. He can handle it. He's a street guy. Michael Rapaport. Listen, white people, I got something to say. Well, we see him here in Charlottesville. I was like, dude, I didn't go to Charlottesville. I think those guys are assholes too. Shut the fuck up. Like every white person in America was down there. It was a bunch of jerk off incels. Yo, fuckface. God damn.
No, Brownsville.
I'm from Brownsville. And he's not. He's from the Upper East Side, right? His dad. He's the deaf noodles of Hollywood. Where's he from, Matt?
Upper East Side, Manhattan.
And his dad was
a radio executive.
So he was the one. Oh, radio executive. So he was the one stealing money from all the fucking DJs that don't make a dime.
And his mom was a radio DJ.
Really? It's probably where he got. Yeah. Okay. So now we know where that union was formed. Somebody fucked their way up to the top. Oh, you don't like me talking about your mom? Fucked their way up to the top and went to the boss that was probably oppressing all the DJs because DJs don't make shit. Not even in New York.
Well, Tommy, he's a street guy, you know? Mom talk is just the minor leagues. That's just the minor leagues.
How much Upper East Side, dad's an executive? I don't know. Call me crazy. And maybe it's because I'm from New Jersey. Like, he wasn't going, Ma, what are you doing? Come on. I'm Joe Pesci. No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. Get the fuck out of here. Deaf noodles. Jesus. Get the fuck out of here. Like, oh my God. And then what's this with the lawsuit?
We need to get Rapaport the little cat ears too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I saw a funny.
It works. Yeah. It works. Someone Photoshopped that for me, please.
I saw one that was funny. That sums him up in a fucking Michael Rapaport. I saw this. I was looking through Google Images. And I was trying to find the street guy photo of him, but I think I wrote street. It's so funny. He's in middle of Manhattan with a fucking Starbucks cup and a nice. College shirt.
That's like the whitest thing ever.
Yeah, but yeah. I know it was like too fucking funny. Here it is. This sums up Michael Rapaport, and no problem. Here we go. How Michael Rapaport, actor and fantasy football guru, spends his Sundays. Looking like a douchebag. Right there.
To New York.
I'm from New York. I'm like regular people. I can't get a fucking limo because I'm a multi-million-dollar actor. Guess what? I didn't talk like this when I was a kid because my mother would slap my mouth and sounded like a moron. You fucking jerk off. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. It probably says Harvard on that hoodie. Michael Rapaport. So from what I understand, because I never talk about sports, and I'm not a huge basketball fan, I know Michael, I love the Yankees and the Knicks. I call in the WFAN once in a while. Where's Nick? I heard WFAN's not on 66 anymore. I've been home. I went away from home a long time.
I don't know.
Maybe I don't. That's because I haven't lived in the States in 15, 16 years. Maybe that's why I don't understand
streetwise. As far as I know, and I don't follow basketball either. The Knicks still suck.
Michael Rapaport. So. Yeah, I heard they weren't even on, like, or maybe they have a competitor now, fan. I don't know.
I don't know. I just know the Knicks still suck.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna kick Kevin. I'm gonna kick Kevin Durant's ass. Jesus Christ.
What's he gonna do? Throw the Frappuccino in his face?
Yes. Yeah, and run away. Because that'd be the best move. You're like 50 years old. The 90s are over. Believe me, I didn't like it either. I had to fucking grow up too.
That's
sucks.
A lot of money, I guess.
You got old. You wrinkled up old white man. You got the Starbucks cup like a jerk off in the picture.
I don't get it. Why can't you just enjoy being a rich actor?
Yeah, I know. I have much more respect for that. You know, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to pretend for a living. I'm blessed. That's why I gotta scream and yell about a bunch of shit I barely fucking stand, because you might just think I pretend for a living and I have no substance. So I gotta pretend and I gotta be really loud, like the stereotypical loud New Yorker.
Jamel.
You defended me by going at Trump. Yeah, I'm gonna be the stereotypical New Yorker. Be loud. Yes. Thanks. You know, it's assholes like you is why fucking all the Southerners and the Midwesterners hated me in the Army. Yeah, because they're like, this guy's like Michael Rapaport. No, I'm not. Thanks, Michael Rapaport. If anything in the world, if you want to help white people get right, stop acting like a deranged New York asshole. All right. My favorite role you had was True Romance. Great movie. Because he played himself. A fucking Hollywood suck-off. And what happened when the big tough black guy, what happened when he said, hey, you're being a bitch? I'm going to drop DMs. Now, I know what she's thinking. I've dropped DMs. But every time I dropped DMs, it wasn't because, look, he's being mean to me. This YouTuber's being mean. It was because they were fucking lying about me. Or spreading a bunch of bullshit. This guy's like,
DMs just cost Durant $50,000.
Yeah. You should pay it back, bitch.
By the way, this is the same guy who's like, 6ix9ine's a snitch, bro. He wouldn't do this in Belgium.
6ix9ine's a snitch. 6ix9ine's a snitch. That's so funny.
I saw that the other day on Twitter. That was great. Yep.
He surely is, Mr. Rapaport. He surely is. He's not down like you are, douchebag. Oh my God! And let me guess, all the I don't watch the NBA, but is there a bunch of celebrities that are allowed to go to the fucking games during COVID? And he's what? So now all the NBA players have to suffer through listening to fucking jackoffs that couldn't hold their fucking jock strap if they had fucking Iron Man suit on. Jesus! Pray for DMX. Yeah, poor DMX. Pray for DMX.
Woody Allen and Spike Lee.
What about Woody Allen and Spike Lee?
I'm saying Woody Allen goes to a lot of Knicks games, right? So it's just him and Spike Lee in the arena watching Knicks play.
Oh, look, this is Michael Rapaport playing a fucking cop. Oh, wait a minute. He is kind of a cop. I liked you in Copland, where you pretended you were dead the whole movie. That was great. Good movie, Copland. I got more time with Harvey Keitel and Robert Patrick and Robert De Niro. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for skipping the whole movie on that one. Yes. Jesus, he sucks. He sucks nuts. Oh, look at him with his goddamn herpes sore. Jesus. So what's this about? He's got a herpes sore.
If you look in your DMs, Tommy, there's a video. If you scroll up, just one.
I have it. I have it on screen. You can't see it?
Okay.
So what's the deal? I'm asking.
Looking for other stuff.
I'm asking, what's with his herpes sore?
It seems like every time he's on the red carpet, it's just on his face. And there's like
got herpes.
Gunshot. Dude,
he's got herpes. At least he doesn't.
Bro.
Big deal. A lot of people get those fucking things.
He's a fucking gangster, bro.
I get those things once in a while. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, he's gangster. He doesn't give you shit if he has a herpes sore.
Michael Rapaport, you uncooked sausage link. How many L's do you need to take before you realize it's time to surrender, bro? You fraud hack.
Absolutely.
Stay out in LA because you are West Coast soft serve vanilla.
Ah!
Ice cream. You are an embarrassment to New York. And yesterday, Portnoy and Kevin Durant proved it when they put you in the dirt.
Wow.
It all started yesterday when that cheese-filled ravioli officially lost.
You got bars still after you now.
Oh, God.
Defamation of character lawsuit against Barstool Sports.
What?
Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that one, bud.
Jesus Christ, what a jerk off. I take it to the street where the courthouse is.
Spoiler alert, you actually need some character to defame, you classless scumbag. After it was official, you took...
No, he's not a classless scumbag. I'm sure he's got a lot of class. He pretends not to because he thinks people pay more attention to him.
That L. They released the deposition tapes where Dave Portnoy absolutely humiliated that tub of sour cream and his incompetent lawyers. Rapaport's legal team failed to understand the most basic of timelines and ended up proving Barstool Sports' case for us.
Then Rapaport proceeded to challenge me in a fight. I believe this is our language, called me pussy repeatedly, and then made pictures of himself having sex with me from behind. That's when I took the shirt on sale. Okay. So it's the exact opposite of what you insinuated.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
That went well.
And as if it wasn't bad enough to be known as the guy who goes and hides behind his lawyers when Portnoy makes fun of him.
That's what guys from Brownsville do. Let me tell you something. I'm from Brownsville. I got my home beer. I got my homeboy, Mr. Weinstein, Mr. Scheissman. And we're going to take you down, Scheissman Weinstein. Represent.
You shoot yourself in the foot. Release your own DMs of Kevin Durant where KD absolutely emasculates you, saying that you suck dick and you're a pussy.
Come guzzling bitch. Meet me at 17th tomorrow, 10th. Or better yet, what's your address? 10 a.m. Catch a streak on the corner.
Challenging you to a fight and you're nowhere to be found. Clowning you for lawyering up, saying you have no money and your wife doesn't respect you. And not one funny response.
That's a good point. Hey, you notice that with Seth, when he got into it with Dankula, he didn't have like one funny response either. That's interesting.
You think if you're getting in a feud with like a big basketball player, you would at least be funny. You know what I mean?
Why is he getting in a feud with Kevin Durant? Like, is he that much of a douchebag? Am I wrong here? I mean, is he a jerk off or something? I don't know. He could be a jerk off too. I mean,
so supposedly they were friends at one point. Like they were actually they actually knew each other, or they did videos together. And I guess like
no, like I don't follow.
Maybe he got sick of his act.
NBA, but from like everything that I've watched, I've never gotten the impression that Kevin Durant is a fucking cunt.
Really? I mean, you don't even like basketball.
I
miss 90s basketball. Chris Mullin, John Stockton.
But to be fair though,
John
I'm too busy being preached to by LeBron on ESPN.
Yeah.
Jesus. 90s basketball was so
You know who
fun.
misses 90s basketball? Michael Rapaport, because that's when he was young.
Not one clever retort to shut down a basketball player. You guys got to understand, this is the self-proclaimed king of shit talk. This guy walks around like he's some rough and tough, big, bad New Yorker from the streets. So
Looks like a skinny white guy to me.
Brooklyn hip-hop head who loves basketball, who can talk
I like hip-hop. I fucking, if the game's on, I watch it. I don't act like this.
Anybody on the
I
planet.
like the hippity hop.
Yeah, you're a fucking hillbilly.
And every time shit goes down, he turns to his lawyers or he turns to the public looking for pity.
Sounds like a YouTuber. You really should come over here.
Absolute
collab with Def Noodles.
You are not built for this world. You are nothing but
for the
a
internet.
thin-skinned clown. You have a thin skin of leprosy-infected skin.
He does look like his skin's falling off. What happened? Oh, that's right. You turned 50. Grow up.
Before you get to your soft little heart. One time, fight your own fight. Like your skin fighting off the infection and the back up the claim that you are the king of shit talk while you sit there looking like that guy in Braveheart with all the syphilis. For 1 second, stop being the culture vulture, begging.
But I hate that word, culture vulture, because it's usually like used for white guys that are trying to get into hip hop and take it seriously. But you know what? I think it probably is fitting for Michael Rapaport because there's a lot of people that get in the hip hop game that respect it, right? And don't fucking have to get on their fucking hands and knees and suck black guys off. right?
Michael Rapaport has been a culture vulture since 1992.
Yeah, it really has. He is absolute culture vulture. He's a complete douchebag.
For the acceptance of a community.
But in general, I hate that because I don't think music should be like, I don't know, what do they call it? Gatekeeped. Yeah, if you're into it. But I think you do owe, like, the guys that started it all, I think you owe them a certain amount of respect and you should know your history and shit. You know, but Michael Ray, it's just a fake.
That fucking hates you, you loaf of old moldy bread. Or you know what? Or don't. Either step the fuck up or quit and go back.
Step the fuck up and fight Michael the Racist with Kevin Durant. Dude, everybody's clowning you. You're such a jerk off. You didn't know that was gonna look bad. Mountain Snitch, I'm from Brownsville.
Back to Hollywood because you're not built for the internet.
No, you're absolutely not. That's why the internet's got to change to fit Michael Rapaport's pussy ass.
To hang with guys like Portnoy. You're not built for places like Barstool Sports. You're not even built for Kevin Durant.
Nobody's built for Kevin Durant. He's 6'10".
Time and time again, KD has proven that not many can go toe-to-toe with him on social media. I mean, he put you in the dirt yesterday before he had his morning coffee. Woke up, put Rapaport in a pine box, and grabbed himself a cup of Black Rifle coffee. He's an American hero for dunking on clowns like Rapaport, just like Evan Hafer was an American hero when he was on the front lines in Iraq before he decided to make Black Rifle coffee, which is some of the strongest coffee on the market. Coffee for men. Coffee for tough guys like Kevin Durant, not like you. You want to get some Black Rifle coffee, go to...
That is one hell of a fucking chill there, pal.
I'll give you props on that one.
I gotta take my hat off for that one. Jesus Christ.
One hell of a segue. Holy shit.
BlackRifleCoffee.com/minute and have yours shipped right to your door. And for fuck's sake, Rapaport.
I hope it's better than the coffee we got in Iraq.
If you are going to go this legal route,
that stuff sucked.
Every time, get
well,
some
it probably had sand in it, so
it's embarrassing.
No, he didn't have to get he probably had competent lawyers, but it's a ridiculous lawsuit. So he threw a bunch of monies at him, and all those fucking Weinsteins and Scheissmans and are like, fuck it, we'll lose the case, but we'll take his fucking money.
I mean, can you imagine Nate and Smitty running circles around your legal team? Jesus Christ, you're even stupider than I thought, you fucking quart of curdled milk.
All right. 1 minute, man.
That's
about 4 minutes.
Money, I guess,
all right, I think we caught up. Dude looked like he was inspired for Malibu's Most Wanted. Yes, he's a Negro. I think that's what Michael Rapaport is. Big
Tommy, did you know that one of his first performance was a white nationalist?
Well, I mean, he's playing well because he wanted a virtue signal on how much he hates white nationalists, I suppose. Yeah, I like the one. I like when he played a fucking suck-off actor. Something tells me that's closer to the truth. You know, and that
you're saying it felt natural.
Late '90s, he had a show called Boston Public. It was the most pretentious horseshit I've ever seen in my fucking life. I mean, it's just like, you know, I'm a white guy. I don't care about these black kids' problems. Suck a dick. I mean, really. Horse shit. It's the most ridiculous fucking school program I ever... You probably get more truth out of the Brady Bunch than that. It's just garbage. Him just looking real serious and concerned and talking really loud like a New Yorker. Fake. Deaf Noodles. Fake. All right. Do we have anything more on him? I just had to get this out.
I think you covered most of it.
Iraq Supply food wasn't the greatest. You know, I got lucky because I was into crit. It was fucking great. I was right. You motherfuckers killing people got, you know. Fuck, I forgot the name of them, for Christ's sakes. All right. I am getting. You know what? At least I can admit it, Michael Rapaport. I'm getting fucking old and I'm forgetting a lot of shit. I almost said IEDs, if you can believe that. You guys can load up a call.
Need some of that coffee.
Yeah, because the real men from Iraq have it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So, I get sent this. Right. Remember do you remember a couple days ago?
No.
Do you remember a couple days ago when Nick said to me, like, if you thought about making another Bunty video, I would probably talk about it. And I absolutely would. And then somebody sent me this. Thank you so much for your birthday wishes this week, guys.
Money, I guess.
Generally appreciate it. Thanks so much, MikeTheBike. Excuse me. Last year, I was in a really dark place and dealing with losses on multiple fronts. But coming into 33 was pretty chill, albeit a little somber given the whole pandemic. But it's a little annoying because the best version of myself, who fucking writes like this?
Oh, boy.
Now that I've shed so many shitters and refocus in my attention inward.
That's a lot of money, I
but
guess,
have been
for
incapable
a
of really
person of color.
celebrating my life with anyone because we simply aren't allowed to. Poor thing. And I was like, oh, God, all right, fine. I think the next obstacle I have to overcome is being able to live alongside inauthentic people. And that's when I was like, oh, fuck you. Make your video, Nick. People without wanting to obliterate myself to take one trip into space. Why do you want to kill yourself? You're that weak. Don't worry. It's only ever a thought. I absolutely would put I'd put $1,000 in escrow right now, with not anybody I don't know, but somebody I know. I'd put $1,000. They can match my fucking $1,000 right now, and I will bet in the next 5 fucking years you will not kill yourself. You are an egomaniacal maniac. There's just no way that's happening. I promise you. The way I see it is that the inauthenticity is widely lauded by modern society, as most people glamorize and platform powerful, inauthentic people and behaviors out of fear of being socially ostracized. Well, that sounds like you in 2017. And there's pretty much nothing we can do to change this. Fake it till you make it, right? Yeah, that's what you are. You're a fake it till you make it guy. And that's why he got caught. You know, I've never seen anybody in my life where the mask fell off. And usually most people, when the mask falls off, they try to get it back on. Well, not a Nad Verk, not Bunty King. He just like threw it in the ground and stamped at it. But then I thought to myself, I thought the guy was a cool guy. I thought he was an interesting guy. I didn't like his videos because they never really made much sense. And he was just kind of rambling all over the place. Kind of jumping on every sort of anti-SJW sort of skeptic community thing he could kind of jump on, right? And you want to keep in mind, like, when he did the I'm a Cuck video, I didn't goof on him. I put him on the show, and I didn't bring it up, right? I never did fucking anything to this fucking guy, right? And I thought Medicare was pretty cruel to him. Now I like what I hear in it because Medicare was dead on. But I never brought it up or anything. But, you know, fast forward a couple years later when he has his political fucking awakening and he's got to shout fucking people down and tell them to shut up because he knows more than they do. And this is what I just want to remind you, Bunty, this is why you're a lolcow now. I was talking about, what was his, Crowder, when he lost his monetization for the first time. And I thought it was horseshit. And what did you write? Just shut up. Well, you get off telling me to fucking shut up. You can disagree with me all you want. You can believe they fucking want to take it away. And then Nick fucking embarrassed the shit out of you. You actually, you're like your old high and mighty because you have 50K subs or whatever the fuck it is. And Nick made a career out of annihilating you. Very well deserved, by the way. Very, very well deserved. So your fucking punch towards me, somebody who was nothing but nice to you, right? Oh, even when I heard horrible shit about people that would fucking meet you in person, like fucking Tro and other folks that travel to see you. You're just an egomaniac. I heard this crazy story. Like, Bunty apparently needs some guy around him that he would pick on the whole fucking time to make himself fucking feel better in Montreal. Yeah, that's what I heard. They just, you make yourself feel better. People come to visit you and you treat them like fans. What a piece of shit. Right? Do you remember me dropping any of that? Do you remember? Did I expose the DMs? Did I go to the public about that stuff? It's like I just said no. That's pretty shitty. So you get to tell me to shut up, and then you fucking get into it with Nick. Yeah, you're right. You got him a nice computer. Now he's a figure because of you, and I'm glad he did it. And you know what? If he does another video, I'm not going to stop him or try. I can't really stop him to begin with. The way I see it is inauthenticity, which is you to a T, is wildly lauded. It's projection to the bone, lauded by modern society. Most people I've already read that. All the rest of us can really do is be authentic and good as we can. You know, that was another thing I did point out about you. You sound like a swami, like a cult leader. Like what? Where is your successes? Where you get to talk to people like you're some kind of preacher. They shouldn't even be talking to anybody. As well as being super mindful how we participate in the ever-growing digital reality. I don't know if anyone vibes with that, what I just said. Wouldn't matter if no one did, to be honest. It's just how I feel. Who cares? Why are your feelings so fucking important? I say my shit and get off. I never expect anybody to even take me seriously. And I don't need them to. You know what? Because I'll tell you what, Bunty, I'm not an empty bitch. I have purpose, and I don't need it through the internet. Thanks again for your birthday wishes. There are so many more than I expected. Can you imagine saying, hey, Bunty, happy birthday, buddy. Yeah, I appreciate it. But you know how many inauthentic people in the world? It's all because of social media. Who says that? Jerk-offs. That's him. So, initially I wasn't going to fuck it. But I started thinking about something with him. He basically pretended to be something he wasn't for years. For years. And all of a sudden, you know, out of nowhere, almost 24 hours after I wrote the initial tweet where I said that Nick should make a trilogy, which is an offhand comment. I didn't get any shit for that right away. But I wonder if Bunty put a little Discord together. Because, by the way, I firmly believe Chris's little stunt last year with the sociopathically petty comment, I think that was a mini-op. And I think this was, too. I think this is a mini-op, too. But you can see this. I mean, it looks like a meltdown. But I think I know what he's really doing here. He's garnering sympathy. He's doing the Italian soccer player defense. I mean, look at this shit. There are a million valid reasons to hate Bunty. Yes, you're a jerk off. You treat people like crap. You're a phony. You take both sides of every issue. And by the way, I found another one. I was played a video where you sit down with an ethno-state guy and you just let him walk all over you and sort of entertain the idea of an ethno-state. Dude, you're fucking brown. What do you think is going to happen to people like you? If you care. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't care at the time because you thought that was the way to climb the fucking internet ladder. What a jerk off. I hope you guys get to see that one day. So he writes this, and this is, I've never really thought this was a nice thing for Nick to do. It's funny, but though, hey man, I know we had our ups and downs, mostly downs.
Nick's an asshole.
But I sincerely wanted to thank you. With the money I've made absolutely trashing your reputation, I've been able to purchase a gaming PC capable of playing Cyberpunk on max settings. Actually, I got to go to, what was that thing in 2019 I got to go to with Joe? Gamescom. Because of him.
Gamescom, yeah.
Yeah, Scummy paid for the whole thing just to spite you, right? I've been able to purchase a gaming PC playing Cyberpunk at max settings. These are the way the developers meant for it to be played. Well, turns out it doesn't matter how what the developers intended because it just didn't work at all. Thank you.
L on that one.
Yeah.
Don't you find this sociopathically petty?
Yeah, and Chris went on to say. So, look, I'm not saying this is not a rotten thing to say. I've said it before. I've disavowed it before. But to bring it back, like this is a year and a half old, I think. And dude messaged me in the middle of the night. I was the one that made this tweet. And you're trying to bring Nick into it? Oh, what, because he's the bigger YouTuber? So I make my comment. Out of nowhere, a rush of people come in and say, you know, this typical stuff. You're mean. You're too old. Why do you care? Explain to me why he deserves what? To be goofed on? He can't be mocked? He's still walking around like he's a public figure. He did not tap out.
Well, bro.
No, he didn't tap out at all. He's got mad opinions. And believe me, he would absolutely suck a chrome off the side of a fucking trailer to get back to where he was and beyond. Absolutely. And social media is not that bad. I just didn't know how to handle it back then. Dude even messaged me in the middle of the night You know, fucking get a Twitter DM is not like.
It's not a phone call.
It's not a phone call. By the way, anybody that has access, they can message me anytime, and I don't give a shit. If I'm stupid enough to leave notifications,
you can message me at any time.
Anytime, because I turn my fucking phone off like a normal human being. Last summer to take an extra dig at me because he knows he can just get away with it. Oh, just get away with it. This is the key right here. He's garnering sympathy. He can't cancel Nick because he has a witty response or anything. So he's going to go the little cultural cancel. He's planting the seeds of culture, cancel culture. That's all he does. What a miserable person. Yeah, he is a miserable prick, right? And then, if you notice, like, this is where, I'll show you where this whole fucking thing started. It's me. A day ago, 18 hours ago. And he brought Nick to it. I hate this so much. Nothing personal. Actually following people relentlessly shitting on me for their own entertainment. Boo fucking who? Go bowling with Michael Rapaport. My controversial history. Please do tell. How about how about fucking, entertaining fucking ethno states? I think that's pretty controversial. How about switching gears? How about being utterly inequipped to talk about the kind of things you were talking about? You didn't have the education. You didn't have the background. All you had is a personality. You're kind of like, you're 2017 like Xander Hall. Although Xander Hall, I would even say, is a little more competent than you. Did I rape somebody? Am I a pedo? Do I serially harass people? Oh, am I a bad person? Yeah, you're a lousy guy. You dumped all your fucking friends because they wouldn't comply with every little stupid thing. And then you went around saying one of your ex-friends was like, because he guess he's having trouble with a divorce, saying he was a deadbeat dad. You're one of the worst people I know. You're definitely top 10. Not the worst, but you're up there. The guy knows all about lockjaw. He's been passed around a bit between Ethan Bout, Medicare, and Keemstar. I don't think Medicare's had anything to do with Nick other than retweeting his tweets. Keemstar has one of the most brutal Nick videos in history made on him by Nick. And Ethan Ralph, yeah, he went on his fucking show, so what? You fucking platform. If you want to sit there and get into this like platform and fucking far right people, which by the way, I personally have no problem with. You can platform what you want. You platformed Mouthy Buddha. Somebody who's openly alt-right, talks about ethno-states, and is and casually throws around the Jewish question. So you don't get to fucking go highbrow. There's a controversial thing. I would say that's controversial. All right? Nobody's saying you shouldn't. Let me be clear. Nobody's saying you shouldn't do this. Why do people always try to make it about me and not being able to let shit go? God, you should be able to answer that yourself. All of you happen because the people you stand haven't been able to let shit go. I'll be perfectly... No, because nobody's really that mad at you. They just think you're a fucking goofball. And I like how your fans you sent at me are like trying to guilt me. Dude, I watch Wings Redemption every day. I love a good lolcow. Love them. Love them. Why am I going to fucking... Who's going to shame me out of laughing at you? Nobody. Absolutely not. So look at this. Then he gets into a doggy, and cries and whines. So I don't think this is a meltdown as much as you think. I think he's building, forward to platforming.
Par for the course.
Typical, boring douchebag. So I really didn't bully Bunty as much as I talked about, you have some legitimate stuff that's completely unlikable, like Michael Rapaport. All right. I'm going to take calls the rest of the time. It's Easter. Probably going to be a short show. And what else? What you got?
One particular caller says he was a mod in Bunty King's Discord server. Just Shu.
All right. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not, but Just Shu?
I've talked to him.
You're out here?
Hey, how's it going?
Are you really a mod in Bunty's Discord? Where were you?
Yes, I was actually back in around 2016.
Oh, wow. Back in the old day. You're at the height of Bunty Kingdom.
Yes, unfortunately. And this was during the time when, the whole blood sports situation that just came into fruition.
That was 2017, 2018.
Yeah, like I mean, like it was leading up to that, right?
It was
And then
going
when he started, flirting with these ideas of these ethno-nationalists, talking about ethno-states and shit, I was one of the few people that actually said, "Hey, this is actually a bad idea, Bunty. Yeah. I think like this is a like demonstrably a horrible idea. I think this is going to be, a train wreck, Bunty." And he's like, "No, I got this, guys. I got this." And then this was during the time when there are like little people around his Discord server, right, that were casually using racial pseudoscience to actually, form these little.
So this goes deeper than I thought he platformed this guy because it seemed like a big virtue signal. Let's platform the alt-right to show that I'm fair. And by the way, I have no I don't care if you platform actual Nazis. I could care less. Just be able to platform whatever you want.
I see what you mean. Yeah. No, I get that. But when it comes to people that are, not as informed, they won't have enough to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they could easily be misled and end up becoming more of a victim of these shitty grifting ideologies. Like people like.
But I didn't think Mountie Booty was a grifter. I thought he was dead serious. I think he's the real fucking deal, Holyfield. That's the one I saw. Yeah. He's the real deal. I don't think he's just some grifter. I think he sees himself as an artist, and I think he sees things like ethno-states or a way to build a better future. And this is a brown guy with a brown guy. I wouldn't say he was agreeing with it, but definitely entertaining it.
He was definitely entertaining with it. If you watch, there was actually a live stream from Destiny, and what was really funny is that Bunty King, somewhere around the lines in one of Destiny's streams, he actually did justify the British colonialization of India just because it gave free college to his father.
That's it.
It's some.
I could think of a bunch of reasons that there were benefits, but if it was just for free college,
no, he said that verbatim. Like he was like, India was colonized, but my dad went to a British school, so it's okay. Like literally that. So, and then every time whenever he takes criticism, he backpedals and say, "Oh guys, I'm just a marketer. I'm a marketer, guys." And I was just like, Bunty, why? Like,
you know what it is? Here's the thing. He's not that smart. He was never equipped for politics. It was just a YouTube grift.
No, he was just a dude, bro. And it was definitely something. And then whenever he takes the heat, right? He doesn't know how to take it. He doesn't know how to take these criticisms and whatsoever.
But wait a minute, though. Hold on a second. You saw personal. Back in the day, he took criticism as good or better than anybody I saw. In fairness, like he would.
He
would laugh and put on the Bunty act, and it's like, "Hey, man, don't hate. You can hate all you want, but it's not any good." And
guys, listen.
Yeah, exactly. Bingo. Yeah. It seems like a decent way to handle it, right? Handle it better than I did, I would think. But it was just a front.
No, he was just like, guys, did you know? No, that fake laughter.
Yeah,
I saw that through the entire bullshit and. And then
he would go off air. He would do a Twitter to kind of be able to deal with the haters, but he would go off air and just mauled, is what you're saying. Is that true?
Yes. Yeah. And he mauled all the time with his staff, all the time.
He take it out on you guys?
Yeah. Oh, he did take it out on me once when I was just saying like, hey, this was during the time when Kraut was going after race realists and like, Nazi pseudoscientists, right? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, hey, you should be careful on who you hang out with because, you're getting finessed as we speak. And this was,
You know what Kraut told me? You know what Kraut told me?
What?
That he was they never proved there was a doxing server. But what they did do, we did, the only thing we found is Bunty King asking Kraut to fucking dox members of the alt-right. No one ever proved without a shadow of a doubt that was a doxing server. Or at least Kraut was actively searching for the doxes of. He had the situation with Coach Red Pill, and there's Bunty. That's the only hard evidence that I've ever seen. Maybe there's something else that I'm missing, but yeah, it was Bunty that made the suggestion about doxing people.
Bunty, at the end of the day, he's just a useful idiot.
Yeah,
I'm. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but like at the very beginning, he was all nice. He was pretty chill, and then when he jumped into politics head on, without doing any proper research, he got finessed and started flirting with these ideas.
If he'd have just been a YouTuber, he could have just, because I used to watch his stuff, and I never, like, what was the one he sat behind a TV or something like that, or the TV graphic? He would say things, but it was just like words. There's no substance there. You know, he would comment on trouble, laugh a lot, but I was like, what's the point of this video? But people would come up to me and say, that guy's a star. And he does have a great personality, at least when he's acting. He should have just been a prank YouTuber or something. Of Mr. Fun Guy.
The only prank is the amount of neurons that are fucking firing every time he takes the heat. Because every time...
Yeah, I can't handle it.
Right? Like, he puts on this facade, and then he takes out all the anger onto his staff.
Well, I do, too.
It was
fuck
ridiculous.
you, Vault.
Yeah, like,
get Vault down. Vault's brown. Let's pick on him.
Man, just seeing the amount of grifting, on that, it was pretty funny, and he couldn't even take the criticisms from a parody account. It was called, I think it was it's suspended now, but it used to be called Bunty King, and it was just making fun of the fact that he flirted with the alt-right and also ethno-states and shit like that.
See, I didn't know this till yesterday. I didn't know about this till yesterday. That's too bad. All right, listen. Here's what I want you to do. If you have any streams of that nature, I'm absolutely sure Nick wants them. If you could tweet them at him and mark them or something like that, that would be of great help to us. If there's anything left out there.
All right, yeah, I will. Funny enough, I actually have files on top of files.
Go send them to Nick. I'm not doing anything. I could have got a lot more people in here if I wanted. I would just put Bunty in there, and there was, oh good, he's going to pick on Bunty King. I really don't want to pick on him. I just want to point out that he's the only thing he's really doing here is trying to garner sympathy to cancel somebody. He's going for cancel capital. That's what he's going for here.
Cancel capital, and I'm here to shout out to my friend Doe to get some of this reparations, because he actually threw some of my friends under the bus when he was one of the main people that was criticizing him of these ethno-statists coming in, During that time, I'm just saying, when I was warning about these, I got called an SJW, I got called a Jew, all that, this and that and the third.
So he was flirting with these guys because they were on the up on YouTube at that point. Like, Warski was growing, Mediger was hot, all those guys. So he just got on that train. Fucking I am Alex
got
style.
on that, he got on that train, and
even though he's a brown guy.
Yeah, and I was just like, the more you do, I remember during the time when he was going through with this Tariq Nasheed situation, but then right after he flirted with these authoritarians, right? It just made, I hate to say it, but it made Tariq Nasheed's point. What
did Tariq say? What did Tariq say? What did Tariq say?
Oh no, he was being the token brown guy for these
Nobody made him the token. Guys. He made himself the token, though. You know what I mean? If that's the case, he made himself the token. And I used to agree with him. It's like everybody has a right wing opinion. It doesn't necessarily make them white supremacists. And I used to appreciate. I appreciate when brown people stick up. And say, that's horse shit. They disagree with you. You're just being a pussy. Yeah. And that's who Bunty was.
No, I get you. I'm pretty libertarian and
me too.
All these kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
I
don't mind
being a libertarian. I don't like ethno states. No fucking way. How un-American is that? It's ridiculous. It's a separate. Plessy Plessy versus Ferguson. Separate can't be equal. All right, I gotta let you go because I got some other people. But thank you.
All right, man. You guys take it easy. I'm gonna, hit you up with the markers. It's really funny, and I'll see if I can find any screenshots of him backpedaling a couple of times because I do have some of those, especially with the interactions with Turkey Tom. But anyways,
that was the first crack of the armor we saw. Although we agreed with him at the time because Tom used to bitch like a baby all the time. And he was like, and we kind of thought it was cool. He's like, hey, Tom, if you don't like YouTube, just quit. And we agreed with him. But, Tom took that criticism. If it was the other way around, Bunty would have folded. I think Tom was like 15 at the time too.
It was funny. It was the funniest shit. But anyways, my last words is gobble gobble, Turkey Tom.
Bye-bye. All right.
Get fucking good.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, now that I'm thinking about it, not everything he said was ridiculous. I mean, he did make me laugh. He does have an electric personality, but it was all fake. It wasn't like any part of him. You know, he's just an angry dude.
You throw a noodle at the wall.
I thought he was kind of a Chad. You know, now I just think he's a bitch. And I don't know why he attacked me. I want to, like, I guess, did he see me a part of that alt-right crowd?
Probably.
Because I supported Crowder? I think he should get paid? That I thought that was horseshit? And YouTube thought it was horseshit too. They gave him his fucking, well, they took it away again, but they gave his...
yeah, they took it away again, but...
Man, that was a little ridiculous. Probably took it away because... Who was the guy that was criticizing him? The Lispy...
Yeah, the Lispy...
What was his name? Carlos Mazos? Yeah, that guy melted down afterwards. I think he pissed off people at YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. And then it turned out that he grew up a billionaire with a B. A billionaire. He had a billionaire family. Telling everybody about fucking Marxism. Nicholas DeFagio. Yeah. I tell you that Brit Bong tried to extort me for $1,000. I don't think I ever saw that.
Was your Twitter?
Yeah. So he'd give me £1,000, and then we'd stop. I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like, what? I love how like guys like him like as soon as I turn this thing off, I'm like, oh my god, I wish they wouldn't go on my chat and call me a fat fuck. What am I, Michael Rapaport?
Bunty?
What am I, Bunty King? I agree. By the way, if you haven't checked out Nick's last video on defamation news, highly recommended. And I do agree with Nick. I am sick of the you can't take criticism argument. But at the same time, I was thinking about shot from the point. And I try not to say that anymore. You can't take criticism. Bunty's impossible. And I think it's the thing that, you know, we've been hypercritical of the critics, like commentators. And they are literally the worst. Like, there's no group of people that can take criticism less. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm going to, even though I'm going to try to choose different words, but the mission here on Shot from the Point is to expose these phonies that love to fucking bully, love to say fucking little snarky shit, and then when it's done to them, watch them collapse. Like Elvis the Alien and Bunty King and all of the rest of the 2016 phonies.
Yeah, well, most of them are younger, too, and haven't lived a day outside of the fucking YouTube world.
See, I don't get this. See, I can't that part I don't understand. And I'm not saying that from like, oh, I'm such a Chad. I'm not. I'm fat fuck. You know, but it's just, I never grew up with this being my dream. And my dream was to have a radio show or be an actor or something like that. It seemed so unobtainable because my father wasn't a radio executive. I just never really even get it in consideration. So the fact that I have somebody else said that to me, sort of the working class entertainer. Somebody else said, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah, you just wanted to hop on and do locker room talk.
Yeah. That was really it. I loved hockey. You know, I bet Michael Rapaport hates hockey.
Yeah, it's too white.
It's too white. I'm going to go in a range of the locker room. I'm going to tell these guys about white supremacy. You fucking jerk off.
Why do you want to watch a bunch of white guys on ice? I don't get it.
I want to watch anybody on ice kick ass, score goals, and punch each other in the fucking face. Tommy C should really apologize to Brit before I DMCA off of all his platforms. Let me ask you something. What month is it? It's fucking April?
April.
When did we have our little falling out with H3 and that we're Britbog? Was that like August?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Still waiting. Superhound. God, can you imagine?
Anyway.
I'd rather be a loser like Michael Rapaport with a bunch of money than a loser like him. Jesus Christ. All right, let me take some calls. I promise these guys. Mama Murphy, you're in here.
Yo, what's good? I didn't expect to be One saying my mouse just stopped working.
All right. Talk. You're on the air.
Right. So I'm an alcoholic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what about it? Join the club.
Nigga.
All right, get out of here.
Oh.
What
He
the
must
fuck was
be.
that?
Dark Blade. Dark Blade, you're on here.
Can I just say, I noticed that Jeff finally grew a pair of tits because his tits are a lot bigger in this episode.
He does not have tits. Take your shirt
I'm
off.
wearing-
Show him.
I'm wearing a Snug shirt.
Show him. Show him. This guy's ripped
What's
as
up?
shit.
But also, I just want
Yeah.
to say this one thing about James Charles, the whole James Charles scenario. I can't believe like you have a lot of
There we
creators,
go.
right? To have like a
Look at that. Look at that.
Tommy, this is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
mean, you just told a young man to take his shirt off, and he did it.
Yeah.
It's fucking, yeah.
A young man. I'm
Charles
fucking
Munch.
26.
You think it was a power dynamic?
Tommy used to look like that
Yeah,
when
I
he was in
think
the
so.
military.
No, they didn't. Not for a way. This guy takes care of himself.
Well, those are stereotypes that people in military usually are buff like that and shit.
No, they aren't. Only special forces.
Just look at Tommy.
Well, guys
Tommy,
that do the fighting have to be, but
There's
God,
a
I don't
power
think.
dynamic here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Vega's pretty buff, but he's not as buff as you are, right? And I don't think
I have a chance.
you don't want to be too fucking like. I wouldn't want to be any more muscular in the army than Jeff is now, because you want to be. You want it. If you get these big muscles, it kind of constricts mobility, and you need to move in the army. So I always thought that Holyfield lost Holyfield Bow 1 because he came out and his arms were like shredded, and it didn't look like he had the punching speed that he had in previous fights.
That link in the chat is me dumbbell pressing 100.
All right, let's go look at Jeff. Let's look at Jeff. Let's do that. Oops, Mr. Big One accidentally logged in the Superhounds accounts talking about the wrong doxer. Yeah, I've done it before. Hold on, I'm gonna put here's all right, we got Jeff here.
That's me dumbbell pressing 100s.
Okay, here. All right, here we go. Here you go, Jeff.
And here's me using a pit shark that has 550 pounds on it.
Really? Yeah, you look great. What kind of gun is that?
Well, it's got a scope on it, so I'm gonna guess it's at least a 308. So.
Here you go. All right, caller. What do you want to say? I'm sorry.
I wanted to say that you have like these YouTubers who have so much success, right? Because when you get successful on YouTube, it's like 1 in a million chance to blow up.
Yeah.
And they take it for granted and they throw it all away when they do stupid shit like talking to underage kids and all that. And it makes me think, these motherfuckers, they don't know how lucky they are. Like, I would fucking kill someone to have that kind of success on YouTube, okay?
Yeah.
Legit. They don't get it. Like, or someone like you could have fucking had the opportunity to be up to where they are.
Oh, I think I'm 1 in a million too, but I'm not like 1 in a trillion like they are and like rich, you know? Yeah, believe me. I appreciate it every fucking day. I don't know if that's the problem though. Let me give you another perspective. I've made mistakes on YouTube before. I think what happens is, you start to, I think I kind of got in the baited spot by swinging at absolutely everybody. I think that's fair to say, Jeff. I swung at reporters, and I went like 30-0, right? And I started actually believing that I can't lose. So what happens is, I think where these YouTubers get in trouble is somebody says something to them cockeyed, and they either feel they have to respond to like fuck them up, or they're so petty that they end up like not reading the field really well, reading the fans, and then they do something that they think they're going to be cheered for, and then just come off looking like a dick. And I think that's a big problem a lot of the time too. Now, when it comes down to talking to underage kids, if this guy's really a pedophile, which I really, really doubt, that's a whole world wrong. That has nothing to do with YouTube or dopamine from getting subbed. That's another planet. But I like to think that James Charles is an idiot. I do like to think that. But I'll give you this, buddy. You know, he really didn't care much about his career when he was talking to those dudes. He didn't think of.
I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, you're right. What am I going to do? Fight with you? Yeah, why didn't he think about everything that he earned could just be snatched away from him? Because look at this shark Ethan Klein trying to take away from him. Yeah. So, and he managed to do it, David Dobrik. You know, he got David Dobrik. I bet he's feeling. Nobody has got dopamine running through their blood like Ethan fucking Klein right now. It's probably subsiding a little bit, but nobody is just feeling as powerful. He's been talking about fucking taking people out for years. David Dobrik's the first guy. It's a pretty big fish.
Yeah.
He tried taking out Keemstar, but backfired heavily.
No, he doesn't. Can't throw shit.
Well,
in
Keemstar's not squeaky clean.
But here's another thing now. You know, Ethan's not squeaky clean anymore either.
Yeah.
So he kind of got the Keemstar immunity. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just... Well, here's my prediction. They both destroy the platform for us. Fighting each other. James Charles. Hi, Jeff.
I'm not in that 18 to 24 range. Sorry.
I'll take some more calls. I'm not going to blitz call you. I'll talk to you. Thanks, Dark Blade. Excuse me. It's Josh. Hi, Josh.
What's up? Yeah, I've got a question for Jeff. Yeah. Right, so if I'm a lazy cunt, yeah, and I want to do like workouts and that, you know, like in the morning, how do I go about that? Innit?
I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah,
I couldn't hear what you said.
We don't speak retard from South London.
Yeah, well, that's because you always call me a fucking South London cunt, yeah?
You probably are. Most English are self-loving cunts. How many Brits you know that aren't self-loving cunts? Kavos, that's the only one I can... He loves himself. Nah, fuck you, that's my boy.
Fuck the Sidemen. Fuck
the
Sidemen. UK YouTuber.
I don't hate the Sidemen. Why do you hate the Sidemen? Road to Shaw is the greatest rapper of all time.
They're fucking dog shit, man. They're fucking awful. They're actually like...
Look out, Wolfie! She's only 14! Road to Shaw is awesome. KSI's awesome.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's a stupid cunt.
Nah.
Yeah, he was back in like 2005. So that's a different story.
KSI, no matter what he does, he's doing something entertaining. He does it big. He is a YouTuber to look up to.
Every other, okay, right. I'll agree with you on KSI.
Yeah.
But any of the other fuckers, they're boring as fuck. They're bland.
Yeah, probably.
They're literally like...
Road to Shaw's good. And KSI. I don't even know the other guys' names, I'll be honest with you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just blank. There's nothing to them. They're fucking... I hate them.
You're not going to do anything crazy, are you?
They drive me crazy because I literally know people that watch them.
They're not trying
to watch them.
I got an idea. I got
genuine enjoy.
Do you want to get this feeling on? I got an idea. Stop watching them.
I don't.
Then how do you know that? I don't watch
them to the highest degree. I'm like, fuck that. I won't watch it. I'm not gonna let it like. But I get recommended it. YouTube keeps recommending shit.
Well, click in the right corner and say, "Don't recommend this anymore." That works. A lot of people don't know that's there. If you click in the right corner of the video,
Does that work? Does that actually work?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, I'm actually so fuming that I didn't.
I think so. You might have to do it a few times, but once you do it a few times, yeah, because they have several channels. It'd be good. There you go.
God.
Well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're a savior.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Right. So I think I got shell shocked listening to that.
Yeah. All right. He's pretty funny. Listen to this.
I couldn't understand a word of that.
Well, listen to this when you get a chance. Little girl.
Hi, Channy.
Channy, unmute.
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing?
You muted again.
Channy. What do you think of where I put Michael Rapaport? If your parents allowed you to know who he was. Were you seeing the Lollipop Kids? Channy! Oh, man. All right, we'll put on early. Channy, fix your mic. Somebody go help her out. Sit Man's always a good call. Sit Man!
Hey,
what up?
Did you see Ethan Klein's post about the whole like hashtag no vacciners?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my fucking god, dude! Like, I gotta say though, like we came to.
I'm interested in this. What was it? I'm interested.
What's it called? Like he goes in and says like no vaccine passports, dipshits. It's not fascism, you whiny fucks. You're trying to prevent people from dying.
Oh.
You know what might prevent you from dying? Actually taking care of your fucking body, you fat fuck.
I heard, yeah, he's a fat fuck. You're right. I heard Texas, everything's down across the board since they took off the fucking masks. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I don't
know. You know, there comes a point in time, a little pissy ants like Mundane Matt and other lefty fucking coward weasels. There comes a time where our liberty's worth risking our lives and the lives of others. Yes, it is. It becomes to that point. It comes worth. Look, we can't be a society if we're fucking trying to, like somehow, this is total failure. If people die, this is a horrible thing. This COVID thing. This you'll remember this shit the rest of your life. But it's just like the people that want to like mask forever, stay in stores forever, never go back to work. They seem like people that don't want to fight it. They seem like cowards to me.
Oh yeah, no, and like I'm looking at this, and like people are like, yeah, in Japan, people are wearing masks. I'm like, you do know that there are people that choose to wear masks, and there are people that don't choose to wear.
Yeah,
masks.
but they always.
If you choose to wear it, take the vaccine.
No, I don't think there's any problem with it. It's just like I personally do, and I don't have, and I've never given anybody a hard time. But this idea that there's no hope at the end of the tunnel from Dr. Fauci. Do you remember 9/11 happened? And whatever you think of George Bush, and I don't think much of him, it was always, we're going to win, we're going to come out the other side, there is sun at the end of the You don't have that with this. At least for the Democrats, you don't. It's just gloom and doom forever and blame Trump for it. I don't know. That's not enough for a lot of people. And now we're talking, keeping people in, running into their churches, no end in sight. They won't even commit to a day or like even they're even trying to say now, and my dad predicted this 3 months ago, just because you have the what do you call it, the vaccine doesn't mean you still have to do what everybody else is doing. What are you? Well, what's the point?
Yeah, and like we're sacrificing our freedoms, and like again, I'm going for the vaccine. That's my choice. All right.
Cool. Totally.
I'm going too. I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any stretch.
I actually took the vaccine today.
Oh, congratulations.
If somebody doesn't want it, I'm not going to ball bust them for the fucking choice that they made, because this is America. We have that freedom.
Yeah.
What other country has that amount of freedom? Now we got to punish people for their choice of freedom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly what they want you inside doing what you're fucking told from your computer. I mean, this is really a left-wing dream.
Yeah, like
we literally the corporate world has come to our homes. We're all living in our little carols. Yeah, that's exactly why I joined the army, because I could stand that world. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I don't think and again, Ethan's not somebody that should be fucking talking about.
Ethan can barely fucking handle his own emotions. Where does he get? He got fucking all kinds of depression. He's fucking psychiatrist, and he's sitting there. He's like one of these people. Like I know a lot about mental health because I'm fucking nuts, and I'm constantly being hospitalized and having to go to a shrink. I don't know. You're like the last guy maybe I should talk to your doctor. Like God. And Ethan's like that guy. I dated some crazy German bitch like that. She used to always go on she would go on, it was like during my divorce, right? And her whole solution to my fucking depression at the time, potentially getting kicked out of the country and losing my daughter, was to become a victim and to say the world's mean to me. And all I wanted was to win in court. And she tried to I go, I don't know who you're trying to date here. That's not the way I'm built. And I know why, because it doesn't fucking work. And she sat there and started talking about, well, my doctor says, and I go, I'm not going to a doctor. I don't need all that shit. You don't get to tell me what to fucking do unless I'm not functioning and not going to work and not going to drill. But that was her whole way to get away. Guess what? She's fucking 47, 48 now, still not married. And I got remarried. Nobody can get close to her because she's such a perpetual fucking victim. Here's the thing, and I'm not saying there's no such thing as a victim. Here's what I am saying: if you fucking act like a victim, it's a motherfucking T-L. Unless you are in the victim shilling business. People like, I don't know, Al Sharpton. Unless you're in the business of fucking making people victims and speaking out for them, you are a permanent victim, and nothing good's ever gonna happen to you. Whine, crying, and collect. I just wanted to win, and she couldn't grasp that. You know,
Yep.
You know, if I was the man that I was when I was like 21, maybe I'd have fucking fell for it and cried. So many people, do you ever have a good cry? Yes. But I don't fucking have to talk about it. And I'm certainly not going to like pretend that it's helping.
Oh,
God. Bitches. Sure. Yes, I have. Fucking, I'll tell you what I cried about. I'll tell you, I cried recently. Real bad. Tommy NC. I don't know why he did it. I think he sent me his father's last note to him. And I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's very personal. It was, oh God. I think it's one of the most difficult and beautiful things I've ever read in my life. It was amazing. And I was such a bitch reading it. I like walked out, I grabbed a cigarette. I don't know my wife knowing I did this whole thing. And I bawled like a baby outside. I was totally touched by this in ways that it's difficult for me to get to that place. But, you know, but it's not impossible either. I don't know. But it's yeah, sure. But I don't think sitting and crying in my soup is going to get my daughter back. I don't think it's going to prove my station in life. I'll tell you something. I'll stretch it out to the other thing. You people of fucking color that think the whole world's fucking against you, I got news for you. Even if they are, being a victim is never going to get you out of it. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care if you're a fucking hillbilly. I don't care if you're black or Chinese. I don't care if you beat up and you're a fucking Asian, right? If you just like, oh my God, I'm fucked. Everything's done. Everybody's racist. Even if you're right, which you're probably not. You're probably just really unlucky, right? You're fucked. You're fucked from the top down. Oh my God, I can't get through life because there's racist white people. You're fucked. You are more fucked than if you ran into a couple Klansmen who are probably cowards. And white people too. I'm not lecturing blacks here. Let me make this abundantly clear. This is fucking across the board. Fucking, I'm poor and I'm white and I can't get out of it. Yeah, you're right. Claim for spade, baby. It's across the fucking board. And here's what I'm saying.
Make no effort to get better. I'm
not saying don't go to doctors. I'm not saying don't acknowledge you're a victim. But there comes a fucking time where you have to walk away. You got to walk away and say, I'm just going to push forward no matter what the fucking pay, what it costs me. And that's what I see in this shit. All right, get out of here, shit, man. And Ethan is not one of those people. He's just a dipshit. He's a moron with a bunch of fucking mental illness that I don't need to listen to. Take care.
Johnny said she fixed her mic.
Yeah.
What's going on, you crazy Jewish chick?
Hi.
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? What's bad? What's going on with you? What's on your mind?
I just wanted to ask Jeff if you're hot.
Yeah, you're getting cut off.
Yeah, you got cut off.
Who said your mic's done? What?
I was just asking. I just wanted to ask Jeff if he's maybe a little bit too hot in that. Maybe you should take it off.
By the way, Channy is
75 degrees, so
I have to say this every time. Channy is in her 20s. She just has a funny voice.
She is a rage.
Why are you hitting on my boy, Channy?
I don't know.
You want? Yeah, I know why. Look at him. Look at that. I bet you want Jeff to come over there and squeeze you and manhandle you. You would love that, wouldn't you?
That's uncomfortable.
You're cut off. I'm sure you're funny.
You're cutting out.
You're cutting out. Somebody fix her. We got to bring her back. I want to have her hit on Jeff.
Yeah, I'm sure this is great content. So
Doogie, you're on the air.
Doogie.
Hey.
Can you hear me good? I'm driving. So.
Yeah, I see that. Go quick.
Just for a guy who talks about fucking spreading peace, man, fucking Bunty King just used hatred.
I think he's a hateful person.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, I think he's just a hateful guy in general. And if anybody's I'm not a hateful guy. I'm an angry guy. It's different. I don't hate anybody really. Well, I wouldn't say that. I if I hate you, you'll know real quick, and I'll be wishing cancer and fucking herpes. I don't have to wish it on Michael Rapaport, apparently. But yes. What's going? What else is going on, Dougie?
Celebrating Easter, but no, the whole thing about watching Bunty King melt down last night, all I could think of was the Bill Hicks bit about Jay Leno on the Tonight Show with like Luke Perry and shilling Doritos and just taking out an Uzi and eating a lead sandwich. I'm like, fuck.
I know that bit. Yeah, I know that bit. I know what you're talking. Boy, you want to hear something? When I heard that when I was a kid, I thought Bill Hicks was a fucking stupid fucking idiot that was just jealous that another comedian had hooked himself up with the Tonight Show job. Boy, was Bill Hicks psychic, and boy, was Bill Hicks taken away from us much, much too soon.
I would love to see what he would say today.
He would say, and I tell you something, as big a lefty as he was, he would hate these SJW types. He would hate woke with all his soul, I promise.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I think he would fucking just clown on him, and then they would scream, "Oh, you're right wing. Oh, you're a Nazi."
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I think let me tell you, if you want to watch it, like when Bill lost a crowd or they start going, he just would destroy his own audience right there and then. It just destroy them. Really, we lost him. So I used to think he was an asshole, and I didn't like him. I still don't like the conspiracy theory part. I think the whole JFK thing was a little nuts. But Bill did have brain cancer, so we don't know how that affected him. So I'm just sad. Bill Hicks, GOAT, big time. Big time. Some people say Dennis Leary stole his whole act, or at least some of it.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, you can see it in Dennis Leary's act, but it's not.
Well, I don't think it's plagiarism, but he definitely stole Hicks's topics, which were kind of unique. Yeah. I don't think Dennis Leary wasn't a dark political figure. Leary was kind of this crazy Boston Irish guy, but he did take Bill's topics. Definitely did. I hate to say it because I actually think Dennis Leary's a pretty talented actor, and I think he was a talented comedian too. But good artist. Good artist make, great artist steal. Something like that. All right, anything else?
Nope, that's it. Happy Easter, y'all.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you.
Yes, sir.
I think I fixed your mic.
Keemstar Bin Laden, you're on here.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Keemstar Bin Laden.
What's up?
How are you? How can I help you? How can I help you?
I don't know. How can you help me?
Yeah. There you go, Mr. Bin Laden.
There you go.
There you go.
They always do that.
Miss Loudman. Miss Loudman, you're on here.
Okay, hello.
How can I help you?
Well, I like how Bunty King and his fans always talk about how happy he is.
He's not happy at all. Miserable fuck.
Yeah, that's the point. If you see in all the threads, he's replying to all of them. He's going crazy on Twitter. He's replying to nobodies.
Yeah.
It very clearly affects him.
Yeah. I don't know. Even when he went after me, I was friendly with him. Yeah. And from what I understand, in his personal life, he just blew off absolutely everybody he could.
I wish for nothing, but people will make me feel the best in the world. Happy. Thanks for the birthday wishes, by the way.
Part of fucking life is dealing with some assholes. Yeah. Just and here's the best thing about YouTube assholes. Upper right hand corner click. That's it. It's secure. It's the cure.
I know it's a meme. I know it's a meme.
That's it. They're gone. Never have to come back. Easy. I mean, I don't know what fucking people bitch about content for. I have to watch bad content every so often. It sucks. I hate it. But if I get a fucking laugh out of it, that's what I'm like a YouTube garbage man. Being a garbage man is not as bad as you think. I bet there's a lot of cool shit.
You get paid very well.
Yeah, well, at least in Jersey you do. Well. In Jersey you do. You got to give a lot of it to the mafia.
AKA the government.
Yeah, both.
AKA the Sopranos.
But the Cavalcanti family.
AKA Michael Rapaport.
Cavalcanti. We're in garbage. I'm employee of the month. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Loudman.
All right.
Peace.
Go.
All right. You fix your fucking mic, sweetheart. What's with you?
God damn it! I swear,
he's
I
not
just don't know
talking.
what to do. I just don't.
Yeah, maybe we don't have enough bandwidth.
Here, she's talking.
Talk. Put your mouth real close to the mic. And I want to remind everybody that Channy is in her 20s. What do you want to do to Jeff? What do you want to do to him? Tell me.
I don't want to do anything.
You want him to come over you and manhandle you, right?
Oh,
and
for
just
God's sake,
squeeze you between his pecs, right? Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You're a human being. Yeah, you're a human.
I mean, you better act now because I got James Charles in my DMs right now.
Let's not be so sexual. Let me calm down. How would you like a big, loving hug from Jeff Huffman with those big arms? Would that be nice?
I want a hug, so yeah, sure.
Jeff, get rid of that baseball hat and get ready for the Sabbath. Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go.
I regret going.
What's that?
I actually did some chest flies today, practicing the hug, so.
All right, it just got weird. What's weird about sex? Oh, you fucking.
It got weird when I said that.
No, they said. Well, I think they're saying it about me. All right, I can't stand your mic, Channy. I love you to death, though. It's just.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Get a better mic, I promise.
I don't know what's going on. It could be me. Maybe there's too many people in here.
She's on mobile, I think.
Oh, bye.
Yeah.
The plush man, you're on the air.
What's up? Okay, fuck. I was gonna say that something about Bunty Keene, but then I forgot about it because, well, Bunty Keene, in my opinion, is not relevant. Relevant
Well,
to me.
It's relevant to me.
Yeah. But I think he just does this just to get attention.
I think he's trying to cancel Nick the only way he knows how. That's my feeling.
Yeah.
That's my feeling. But I don't know. It's just not even fun to bully him. But I just saw him saying that shit, and then I saw that everybody's inauthentic, and he's the most inauthentic person I've pretty much come across. He's like, if he's not the top, he's up there. And he's calling other people inauthentic. Get the fuck out of here. I know YouTubers are big losers, but come on. You were one of them. And that's inauthentic to me. You know what I mean? Anything else, Plush Man?
No, nothing really. I guess we should let MikeTheBike take the air.
Oh, yeah? I will. Thank you, sir. Did I take Purple McKnight before? Are we done?
No.
Purple McKnight.
Purple McKnight. We'll have MikeTheBike at the end. He's fucking team member.
I think that's a British girl from last year.
Yeah. Purple McKnight, you're on the air.
Hey, I just wanted to ask really quickly. Do you think that Ethan and Trisha are like
fucking
kind of making a mockery of? That's kind of
that's the first thing I thought of.
Do you think they're making a mockery?
Imagine wouldn't that look funny?
Sorry.
Wouldn't that look funny? Jesus Christ!
What?
It's like.
Do you think they're? Oh.
It's what it'd be like when a Chihuahua gives birth, and there's like there's no other Chihuahuas around. Like how the fuck did this thing get pregnant? And then you think about the Rottweiler down the street. That's what I think of when I think of Ethan and Trisha. Sorry, I'm being disgusting.
I think it's weird. That they even have a podcast together. No, I just wondered if you think, because I heard you talking earlier about the fact that he's a bit. Well, they're both.
I don't think he speaks from a position.
Mentally not okay.
I personally like it when people try to talk down, that they speak from a place of authority. And I don't think Ethan Klein's successful YouTube channel really gives him that authority. I think he's just a stupid asshole that watches the news and regurgitates it and really doesn't give it much thought. Yeah. And he knows, because he's a YouTuber first and foremost, that regurgitating some of these talking points, some agenda that are really agenda driven, will get him in good with the brain dead society, right? And brain dead society will think that guy's smart. That's all it is, really.
I think sometimes he has this kind of like that kind of humor that's like kind of what iDubbbz had. Like this was so random XD type of content, and now he's trying to kind of make himself seem like he has more authority than what he does, which is a bit awkward. Doesn't?
He's just a douchebag.
I just think I think they're both kind of like at this point, because I used to watch not Trisha, but I used to watch Ethan's stuff, and it's been kind of like seeing the sort of behind the scenes stuff. It's like I'm so glad I know this stuff now because I
got to be honest with you. This is much more interesting than the podcast he did with his wife. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
My fear is it's just going to become cancel culture central. That's all it's going to be. You know, I don't know how long that can last, but maybe it'll last a while. I don't know.
Well, eventually Trisha's going to go after him, right?
I hope so.
Apparently they argue on on their podcast quite a lot.
I'm sure.
Trisha and him.
I'm sure.
But they're both.
Actually, that's probably how this is all going to end. Either Keemstar and fucking Ethan will destroy the platform, or she'll skip out and destroy him.
Yeah, I mean, she's probably done some pretty shady things. Well, she has. Sorry.
Women always
done
win.
Some shady stuff.
If you really think about it, women always win. You can't beat them.
I mean,
it's the truth. Not when guys are so inept when it comes to like emotional responses and stuff, and women are like emotional all day and night, and so they know how to handle it. They know how to get in that surfboard, and guys are just completely befuddled. She'll tie him and manipulate him into a knot, and he'll come out looking like a jerk off.
She's probably already done that. She's probably already passed.
Everything he's thinking right now. Well, if she does this, I'll do that. It's not going to work if he has to pull that string.
Yeah, I think he's turned into a bit of a...
You want to know what I did? You know what I did? My ex-wife had a copy of Mein Kampf when it was illegal in Germany, right?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And I thought, like, my wife did me really fucking dirty. It was like she didn't have it because she read it, but she had it because it was like an historical piece, and it was like, oh God, she started accusing me of not seeing my daughter for weeks on end. And I was like, you know what? I told my lawyer, I was like, she's got a copy of Mein Kampf. You know what? And I was like, well, how do you know that? It's like, here's the receipt I bought it for on post where it was legal. And my lawyer looked at me and goes, Adolf Hitler. Like, Mein Kampf. And he was like, yes, Adolf, in Germany, right?
Yeah.
He said that to the judge. Doesn't give a fiddler's fuck. I thought I had her. Women always win.
Well, the only time that I think the only time that a woman does win is if they're so off their rocker and stuff.
No, because she can go in there and act emotional as an argument. I can't. My argument has to make sense. Thank you, Chris Rock. You can't beat an emotional argument.
How women win, then it's you pull the heartstrings of the jury, and you think, oh, that's a single. For example, oh, that's a single mum or whatever.
Women are.
Oh, there's so much emotion. We'll say not guilty. That's.
I had my shrink tell me this years ago, and I didn't get it at the fucking time. It's like, she goes, you think women are weak, don't you? Like, what do you mean? Like, well, I don't think they could beat up things. That's not what I'm talking about. You have no idea what I'm talking about. You think women aren't capable. I was like, don't give me a feminist lecture. And she's like, that's not what I'm talking about. You don't think, he goes, women can turn you into a fucking knot and look like they didn't do it or were just too weak to do it themselves. And you're fucking running around trying to figure out what's up from down, and women are abusing the ever-living shit out of you. It's like, women aren't weak. Women are very strong. It's just not the strength that you're familiar with. Boy, was she right. Like, holy shit. She was right.
I do like to encourage that, that men do sort of, especially with the mental health thing, I do wish that men could come forward more. That's something that, as a woman, I kind of see that the statistics of...
ain't no 800 numbers for mean wives.
Yeah, well, there's no men's shelters.
Hello. Yeah, because men rather die than do certain things. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. My wife is she's paddling me in the face and She threw hot tea on me. Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny. What are you, bitch?
No, I was laughing at your accent, but
yeah.
I mean, if it was the swapped around, I don't know. It's such a pain in the arse though, because I genuinely think that women can do the same kind of criminals as men, but
you know what? I ain't angry about it. Women can cry at work. Women can cry at work and get away with it. Guy cries at work, he's on his way out.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the way I look at it. All right. There's upsides of being a chick, and there's upsides of being a guy. And rather than trying to make, some things have to be made equal or more fair. I don't mean equal, but fair, right? But there are some things that are probably next to impossible and maybe not even that necessary. So, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of bullshit I'm not gonna put up with because I'm a chick, and I'll never know, and I'm grateful for it. But there's also a lot of bullshit I got to put up with that you don't, and that's just the breaks. That's the yin and the yang, and that's why I say it. And I think wasting my fucking time trying to make it's why I laugh when some 16-year-old kid's banging his fucking 30-year-old teacher and oh my god, she's a pedophile, and I'm like, he's getting pussy. Get the fuck out of here. I was 16. I was banging my fucking boss. She's 22 or 23. I wasn't. I don't, to this day, I don't feel victimized. Not at all. So it's
you're a high five. You're a high fiving your friends afterwards.
Hell yeah. You know what else I did?
It depends on how we look at it, really, because I think with men it's kind of because there's less emotion there or whatever, and it's a kind of different way about.
I don't think it's less emotion. I don't. I think it's we're expected to kind of deal with it in a different way. I think it's less. I don't think women are any more emotional than men. I don't think. I could be wrong.
Uncomfortable though. I think if I was to say I'm uncomfortable versus a male that was exactly a carbon copy of me,
get comfortable.
Still be believed over someone else and encouraged to come out and be like, "Oh, you need to go and tell the police," instead of
I think that's one of those things. That's a perfect example. I think that's one of those things that it's not fair for men, but I'm kind of glad they are that way. You know what I mean? I like the fact that when I say I'm uncomfortable, all right, unless it's, just in general, I'm not feeling very comfortable. Well, get comfortable then.
Yeah.
No, and women don't hear that. I'm not comfortable. Get comfortable.
Being uncomfortable.
So that's one of the things. That's one of the shitty things that I'll take as a guy. I said this before. People laugh at me, but I don't care. And I think this applies to all races and all genders. And I heard probably the most intelligent thing I ever heard in my life was on Star Trek. It was one of the movies. And it's like Spock's brother or something. He has the ability to put his hand on you and release you from all your pain by giving it a good look. And on the surface, that really looks like it works. So he does it to McCoy, right? The human. And McCoy goes back to a time where he blew it with his dad when he was a young doctor, right? And he had to face it. But once he faced it, it was ripping off the Band-Aid. He says, this worked. Holy shit, this guy's onto something, right? And then he does it to Spock. So you figure Spock isn't going to have any insecurity because he's all logic, right? But no, he does it to Spock, and Spock sees that, he was insecure about being half human with his father because he loved his father very much and respected him. And he always thought that his father secretly rejected him. And he faced it. Once he faced that, he did. So they go to Captain Kirk and they say, "Okay, it's your turn." And he says, "No, fuck off. No, fuck off. Now get away. No, Jim. This guy's right. He's on to something. We were wrong about him. No. Because every fucking rotten thing that ever happened to me makes me who I am. And you know what? I'm not upset about who I am. I just learned to deal with it. My son was murdered. I've been away from home forever, but I have so many things that are great. And it's just because of the pain that I've suffered. I don't want my pain taken away. I want it. I want it right here where I can control it. And it was just brilliant to me.
Experience make you who you are.
I was exactly. And if you don't hate who you are, then it's unfortunate rather than what makes your pain makes you who you are. So it's like the smartest thing I ever heard in my life, right? And I heard that at 12. I remember I was like on one of my first dates. What the fuck was I thinking? Like I took a girl to a movie. My mom paid for it, but you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Hey.
Which Star Trek? The Final Frontier, I think it was called. I think it came out in '89, right? Final Frontier.
I have no idea.
It's a good movie. No, it wasn't. It wasn't that good. It was just that one scene. The rest of the movie sucked.
Yeah, Final Frontier came out in '89.
'89? Yeah.
Yep.
I was like 13 or 12.
I actually kind of think that kind of also goes with, pain of not necessarily maybe you've messed up or something or someone's done something to you. Probably also mental health and disability. It's kind of like, respect what you have. Don't wish that you didn't have this, but learn to be who you are and accept yourself.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm one of the few Westerners that have seen poverty like you can't imagine, a lot worse than the ghetto. And I live next to New York, and I've seen Irvington in New Jersey and Newark. And then I compared that to Iraq. Holy shit, are we lucky? And if you can see that for its face, and people aren't walking around in England with giant boils in their fucking face they have no chance of fixing, right? Iraq, it's all over the fucking place, right? And even the people that used to come on to just had to work for the Americans just so they could fucking pay for a meal for their family, or the jackasses that I knew that risked their lives by going into Saddam's old oil, right? And they pop in there and try to literally scrape the dried oil out to try to use it later. Oh boy. You might have mental health problems. Doesn't matter what you're, whether you're rich or poor or have you. But I tell you something, it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to get to your fucking little first world problem when you see shit like that.
I mean, it's mad because I think, we should, no matter who you are in a sort of Western country, it's like you always know there's someone out there who's struggling more than you, and it's not something you should look at in a way of, oh, that means I don't deserve to get the help. It's more of I have access to the service.
I should be grateful.
Take that.
I think be grateful is just. I'm gonna let you go after this, but be just grateful for simple shit is like the road to fucking mental health recovery. That's my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Have a good night.
Eat your greens, kids.
Take care. Bye-bye. Is that real, Ricky? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You want me to be your doctor, Ricky Berwick?
What the fuck is going on? I think the reason Bunty's going crazy again is just because Canada's going through their fourth lockdown.
Yeah.
It started Saturday, and he's been trying to get into Twitch. Now he's like, oh, maybe I can get back into my YouTube. He checks his fucking comments. Oh my god, it just fucking broke him.
In fairness, I think a lot of people are breaking down with this shit. I think 1 year is enough, and I think people are breaking down.
Yeah, remember 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks flatten the curve. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a month flatten the curve, and now it's see if you have the vaccine, stay home and shut up. Yeah, I'm starting to get to think that they don't have our best interest.
But then again, Bunty should shut the fuck up, dude.
He's talking about mentally ill. What are you worried about? I'm sorry you got involved in this. I didn't mean to get you involved. I just wanted to. I put that tweet out.
Eventually, I was going to get mentioned. Eventually, I would have to do something.
Right.
So.
But it was really just a joke. Nick, make another video. I don't seriously think Nick was going to do that. Or maybe he would. I don't fucking. Yeah, maybe. But
maybe.
Yeah, it's just like he does it.
Obviously.
You know who else wants a video on Bunty King? A third one? He does. I don't buy this shit. I think he's trying to let go this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, he does.
I think on some level he likes this shit. Why else does he keep starting it? He always starts it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, I started this
like
time.
Getting beat on, so
in fairness, I started this time. But I had Bunty Kings all in the same fucking 10 minutes come at me in 10 different directions. I'm like, what's this about? Is it an op? Not that it matters. But and then he chimed in about an hour later, so it didn't seem like a coincidence to me. All right, MikeTheBike, you have anything to shill?
No, nothing this week. I did the April Fool's thing.
How'd it go? Did we get mad at you?
A few closer friends got mad at me, but for the most part,
I thought of it later. That wasn't a good idea. I shouldn't have said that. The mental health thing was my idea.
Thing. Yeah,
that was my idea.
Is what got some people mad at me, and I did apologize to those people. But
fuck
shit, that was an April Fool's joke.
Fuck! I said he left the team for some. You know what's really funny?
For the most part, everyone enjoyed the joke. Like everyone in my chat on the premiere.
Except those stupid, depressed people. Fuck them.
That was really stupid.
Can't even take a joke.
What was the joke?
That
What
was
it?
now like you know what's really you want to get depressed, Mike? Nobody came to me and says, "What's wrong with Mike?" Nobody gave a shit.
To be fair, I was working and did not see it.
Nobody came to me. Not one person.
Tipster like came and DM'd me, and there was like a few people that DM'd me directly and asked what was going on.
Well, you can blame me too, because I'm the one that I thought, oh, this will make it sound a little more realistic, and I did think later. I'm like, oh, it's those mental health people that says you can't make a joke about anything are going to give Mike a hard time, and then I was like, fuck him. Let's see how he does.
No, the people that got mad at me, they weren't mad because of the mental health part. They were mad because they were like genuinely concerned for me.
Yeah, that's kind of my fault. But that is kind of my fault. Yeah, I mean, you let me do it, but it is kind of my fault. I thought it'd be funny because I don't care. Yeah, and I have an empty soul. I have an empty soul, and I don't care.
The way I looked at it is that it was more making fun of those bigger YouTubers that whenever they get into any drama, they're like, guys.
When I thought of it, that's exactly how I saw it. When I thought about it after a couple hours, I started. That's how they're gonna see it. You know. So whatever.
But it was really funny. I unlisted it because now that it's obvious that it's a joke, there's no point in having it readily. But I do have the cover that I did because basically I did a cover of "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Never gonna give you
so
up.
That's still up. I also covered this Japanese song that was a meme like a year ago.
Turning Japanese.
That's what my new PFP is based on.
Turning Japanese. Turning Japanese. Oh, you know what I would love for you to do? Can you sing "Head Over Heels"? By
just a cover or like a parody on something?
I don't know. I feel like there hasn't been
a cover. I can just do a cover.
I feel like there hasn't been.
I would be down to do it.
Can you? That's a tough. That guy's a what? He's a tenor from Tears for Fears. That song looks like it's that's a difficult one to sing.
No, I love that song. I'd be down to cover that one. I took up your advice. I'll say it here. I'm doing a parody of and I had Pimpin' Pete help me. I'm doing a parody of the new Lil Nas X song.
Cool. All right, see.
So you're gonna make like the 98th parody of that song or remix of that song?
Jesus,
Jeff. What's the matter with you? He's our guy.
Wow.
You asshole. No, the one that just came out, you dipshit. You're thinking, I know what Jeff's thinking.
Not Old Town Road.
Yeah, Jeff's thinking.
Oh, okay. That's
Jeff
fine.
just fucking racist.
Boy, the fucking music critic, Jeff Huffman. Everybody look out. Jesus,
needle
Jeff.
drop, Jeff Huffman.
This new song has a Latin vibe, so it goes like it's in my blood to cover this.
All right.
Okay.
I want to close this fucker out. I'm done. I don't know what I want to do with myself. I feel like playing that song too. I saw somebody write in the Tears for Fears Head Over Heels section because he goes, the last, fuck it, I'll say it last time. Bye. Who cares? Time that one wrong. I'm usually pretty good.
I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my
See tomorrow. There's Jeff Huffman. There's MikeTheBike.
Spin fives, black stars, 6 mile to danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. Feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
I'm a cock. I'm a fucking cock.
Perfect. Good one.